Hey folks, it's been a couple of 3 days. Been awfully busy. It's been cloudy. It's been a little chilly. So today I want to talk about laziness. Now I always thought that lazy was a pretty tough word, pretty harsh word, and I always preferred to say unmotivated. People are just unmotivated. I don't know what it is, but unmotivated just doesn't seem right. It's lazy now. People are just lazy. Now I've been going out and being around more people than I usually do, right? And probably that's part of the problem. But all I know is work. That's all I know. I know work. And if something needs to be done, it just needs to be done, right? But I am finding that we live in a lazy culture. People are just, they work harder trying to get out of something than if they would if they actually did it. Whew, that jumped me. Right? They'll work twice as hard to get out of doing something than actually doing it. All kinds of excuses, blaming somebody else. It's not their fault, right? I'm not going to pick that up. I didn't drop it. Well, I agree. I agree with that. But do you want to step in jelly and track it all over the floor? Right? Just go grab a wet paper towel and wipe it up and then do whatever. No, they'd rather walk around it all day long and say, "Oh, I didn't do it. I'm not picking it up." Meanwhile, it's getting harder and it's sticking and right? But they're not going to pick it up. They didn't do it. So it just makes me wonder what's going to happen when we really have to work for what we eat. We have to work to keep warm. We have to think outside the box, because these same people just don't seem to think outside the box at all. It's like they're almost like they're incapable of thinking outside the box. They can figure out their phone, right? They can figure out their phone and do it blindfolded. They got the electronics all figured out. They like to spend a lot of time on their phone too. Yeah. So I got thinking today, and it was jelly, folks. It was jelly, and they kept walking around it. They looked down at it and complained about it, but they didn't clean it up, right? Because they didn't drop it, right? What are those people going to do when they have to garden? They can't afford oil, fuel, whatever, and they have to maybe burn wood, or maybe do something to raise maybe a chicken, right? These people that'd be too much work to go out and collect an egg, right? Just too much work, even though it meant food for themselves. So anyway, I got thinking today, what would these people do if they don't want to work for their food? It's too much work. So I bet a lot of these people are either going to be moochers, they're just going to try to mooch off people, or they're going to be thieves, right? They're going to be thieves. Or maybe they'll buck up and realize that maybe they can dig a hole in the ground and plop a seed in and cover it up, but I can't, unless their work ethic changes, I can't see them putting more than one seed in the ground, folks. See, here on this road, we're all workers. Something's got to be done, we do it. If we wait for somebody else to do it, they've got stuff to do. I've got stuff to do. No, you just do what needs to be done, and you don't make excuses. Like here, if I just don't feel like tending to my birds for a week, I won't have any birds, right? They'll all die, right? And if I said, well, I don't feel like, oh, that one died, I don't feel like taking care of it, even though it meant food for my belly, you know, some people are going to get an awful wake-up call. And I just can't see. Some of these people are so lazy, folks, that I am pretty certain that they will resort to stealing because it's easier, right? Somebody else did all the work, right? I can see that. I can see that coming. So with what I've seen since I've been out amongst the populace, is that you've got one or two really good people that have morals. They're there to do a job. They're gonna do what that job pays them to do, right? And they're gonna hum a tune, sing, joke around, but they're gonna get their job done, right? They might not like what they're doing, but they're gonna get the job done because that's what they were hired to do, right? And they're making the best of it. And then you've got all the other people making excuses. Too lazy. Too lazy. If that's the majority of the population, folks, some of us are going to have to protect what we have. We're going to have to protect. You know, I always thought that yeah, there might be a rotten apple or two out there, but I'm kind of thinking there's more rotten apples out there than I think, and I think it's even more than a bushel, folks. I really do. So I like being here in the woods. I like being away from people. People disappoint me awful. But I'm kind of glad I'm around these people because now I see where their mentality is. I see where their lazy level is getting lazier. I do. So when the shit hits the fan, like we all think it's going to, right? Then those of us who have worked and are working to maintain what we've got and keep building it up, I can see where we're going to have to protect that more than I thought. I am. So I guess that's all I've got today. I know there's a lot of comments that I've got to catch up on. I know there's emails that I have to catch up on. I will get there, folks. I'm just getting home, and I've got wood to haul and collect my eggs and change their water, and I just got to do my chores, right? And it's supposed to rain again, so it is what it is. So I can't wait for the weekend. I'm going to start another project. I've made these before, and I just haven't made one here, and I've got to do that. And see if I still have that little bit of talent. And fishing season, open water fishing season starts tomorrow, but the water's too high and the water's too cold. You can go out and practice casting maybe, but chances are you're not going to catch many fish until the water goes down and warms up a little bit. But at least I can get my fishing license, right? Alright, so the wind is coming right from the road, folks, so it's really loud, and then I've got the guinea on the other side of the lumber pile here, and it is what it is. So anyway, I hope you've all been well. I hope you're being mindful of what you say, and I hope you're stocking up. I hope you're planning ahead. I hope you're learning some of these skills. And I hope you've been busy. Hope you've been very, very busy doing what you need to do to prepare. Alright, that's it for tonight. It's quite chilly. Like I said, the wind is coming right at my face, and it's a really cold wind. It was misting a few minutes ago. So I'm going to go get at it. Thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. And until next time, thank you very much.